Hey guys, I'm coming to you poolside today to talk about fear as opposed to love. And I really hope that you watch this video before you decide to spend any more money at all on help regarding your twin flame journey. Because this video is very important. It's going to put in perspective exactly what you need to do in this journey and what you should look to get from any kind of investment you make. And yes, it should be an investment. And that brings me to the point of this video. So just to summarize, fear and love. So the whole entire point of the twin flame journey is so that you are alchemizing or transmuting or changing, we call it balance, but changing your fear-based energy into love energy. Why the twin flame is involved is because that's the twin flame's job. The twin flame's role, even though they don't know it, it's not even conscious for them, is to show you your fear-based energy. And you see your fear-based energy. Once you see it, you know it, you accept it without judgment, you love it, you alchemize it, you turn it into love, you balance it, right? And so that's the whole point. You're changing your fear-based energy within yourself into love. And it's that exact same fear-based energy that is currently keeping you in turmoil, keeping you in chaos, keeping you in confusion, keeping you in falseness, in lies, in dishonesty and distrust, keeping your twin flame away from you physically. That's all fear-based energy. And I wanted to really illustrate the difference between the fear and the love today. And there's different analogies I can make, and I'm going to use this analogy because I think it's one that most of you can relate to. I think everyone can relate to this, quite frankly. So fear versus love is synonymous with cost versus investment, with half empty versus half full, with scarcity versus abundance. So I'm choosing to explain and illustrate the fear and love aspect through analogies with finances, okay? Because this is easy and everyone can relate to this. So, for example, when you're in fear-based energy, which you all are if you're on a twin flame journey right now and not, and not balanced in your fear, the whole world is in fear-based energy. I just put it out there with everything else. But of course, when you're on your twin flame journey, it's exacerbated. Your fear is so much more strong, so much more prevalent, so much more there than it is before your twin flame journey. And once you balance it as a result of your twin flame journey, right? Because that's the point of twin flame journey. Like I said, it activates your twin flame energy is fear-based energy that gets activated, right? The push, the pull, that's fear-based energy. So you're ensconced in fear-based energy right now if you're on a twin flame journey and you're watching this video, and that's fine. That's perfect. That's exactly where you're meant to be. That's the point of the journey. So, but how you can see this in everyday life, right? So for example, twin flame aside. So, fear versus love is synonymous, let's just say, with cost versus investment. So let's just say this: you go to the store, you go to buy food, and you see that you can get something for one price, but you can get the organic version and it's a higher price. Now, if you're in fear-based energy, you're going to look at that, you're going to price shop, you're going to be like, okay, well, this peach is cheaper than this peach because this one is not organic, this one's organic. So I'm going to get this peach and be on my way. There, I save money, blah, 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 I'm cutting coupons. I'm like, that's fear-based mindset. That's fear-based perspective. That's fear-based energy. Whereas if you look at something like, because you're looking at the organic peach as costing you more. But when you're not in fear-based energy, you're going to look at that organic peach as being an investment. Not a cost, but an investment. There's a difference. There's a big distinguishing factor between looking at things as costing you money and looking at things as an investment. And fear-based energy looks at it as a cost. What's it going to cost me? How much is going to be out this much money? How much is it going to, put a dent in my pocketbook, so to speak, or my checkbook, right? Or my bank account, or my Venmo, whatever it is, right? Whereas people in not fear-based energy, in love energy, which love is synonymous with abundance and prosperity, look at it as, okay, well, what is this getting me? This is getting me this. I'm not losing this much, I'm getting this much, right? Because universal fact, universal law, you always get what you give, right? It's universal law of reciprocity, universal law of compensation. You get what you give. You get what you pay for, in other words, right? Unless in the very few instances there are scam artists out there and they're scamming you. But I mean, in the whole grand scheme of legit businesses and everything, those are very few and far between. Yes, they exist. I get it. But, you can't live your life fearing that, because that's what living in fear-based energy, right? So you go and you get, so someone in love energy, not fear-based energy, would look at the organic peach and be like, okay, well, that's this extra cost of this peach is an investment in my long-term health. Because everyone knows, like, eating organic is way healthier than putting in, pesticides, hormones, artificial shit and crap into your body, right? So investment is long-term. And the twin flame journey, for example, is a long game. Your fear-based energy doesn't want to hear it. It wants instantaneous results. It wants instantaneous, happiness, love with your twin flame, whatever, gratification. But that's fear, wants instant gratification. And twin flame journey is a long game. Anything worthwhile is a long game, right? That includes, your health and happiness, right? It's a long game. It's not just a one and done thing. It's not just a quick fix. And so, if you looking at buying organic food, for example, is an investment, because an investment in your long-term health, right? It probably tastes better too. I think it does, but maybe you don't, but whatever, that's the total preference. But for instant gratification, it might be the same. But in the long term, it's an investment. That extra money you spend on an organic is an investment, for example. So another example, let's bring this to the twin flame, right? So another example of fear versus love, or, cost versus investment, would also be half empty, half full, right? So you see, well, let's not bring this to twin flame yet. Let's bring this to your bank account. So you look at your bank account and you're like, oh my gosh, like this bill for my mortgage just came out or whatever, right? And so now my bank account is down like $2,000 or whatever, right? You can look at it as that, or you can be like, you wake up and you see that your $2,000 come out and be like, oh great, yes, I was, I paid my mortgage. I'm up to date on my bills. I was able to do that, and I have all this money left over, right? It's a shift in perspective, and it may seem so insignificant and so small, but it's that shift that is shifting from fear-based energy to love energy, right? Because remember, love is synonymous with abundance. Fear synonymous with scarcity, right? And so just approaching anything in your life like this is going to help you shift from your fear-based energy into your love-based energy. But let's take this with the twin flame. So here's an example of the twin flame, right? You can look at it like from scarcity to abundance, right? So you could look at it like, oh, my twin flame's not here, my twin flame's with someone else, I'm not with my twin flame, whatever. That's scarcity. It's saying like you're not with your twin flame. But in reality, that's not even real or true, because you're never without your twin flame, because your twin flame is you and you can't sever from yourself. And, so separation is an illusion, because it's just only looking at what the appearances are in the physical world, which is all bullshit and irrelevant in regards to the twin flame journey and your soul. And, this journey must be done first through the soul, to look at it from the soul's point of view and perspective, and then your soul makes it happen in the physical world, right? It's not the other way around. It's not like you make it happen in the physical world and then your soul follows suit. No, your soul is controlling it all and orchestrating it all, and your soul makes it happen first, right? So you can look at it like, oh, my twin flame's not here, I'm miserable, we're separated or whatever. Or you can look at it like, oh, my twin flame's always here. My twin flame is me, and I'm here, and I'm whole and complete, and here's my twin flame, and I'm feeling amazing, I'm feeling great, and then all of a sudden, there's your twin flame in the physical world, because your twin flame follows, as within, so without, right? And so it's just that shift in perspective about everything in your life that's going to help you along this journey, and really just life in general, right? So it's the shift from fear to love, and that's exactly what it is. And, so I really hope, like I said, you're watching this before you spend any more money on your twin flame journey, because I'll tell you about what happened with me with this whole type of thing. So with my twin flame journey, for example, I invested $76,000 when all was said and done, working with my teacher, Leora, who saved my life, who got me, all of this, all of my happiness, all of, peace of mind, complete contentment, bliss, love, not just with my twin flame, but with, all my relationships, everything. It's just amazing, right? And when all was said and done, I ended up spending $76,000 with her, investing $76,000 with her. $76,000 is a lot of money, okay? But it's over the course of like 2 years and whatever. But don't even bother. It doesn't matter what the amount was. I invested with her, and it was an investment. Why? Because it paid off. It got back. It got me, everything I desire. It got me results, the results that I wanted, right? Whereas before I even met my teacher, I spent only $36,000. Still a lot of money for some people, but but not near as much as $76,000, right? But I wasted that money. Why did I waste that money? Because I spent it with the 13 other people I worked with, spiritual advisors, psychics, voodoo mambo, therapists, spellcasters, whatever, right? All these other people I worked with, 13 people before I found my teacher, Leora. And with all of them combined, I spent $36,000. That $36,000, I would say, was wasted. Why? Because I got nothing out of it. Because it really was wasted. They couldn't help me. They just didn't know what it was. They didn't know what they were doing. The $76,000, even though it's more of an amount than $36,000, I would spend that. I would spend that over and over again, anytime. I would always spend that amount to work with her, right? Even though I could spend $36,000 or way less to work with anyone else, I would always work with her, spending that. Why? Because it gets the results, right? And so that's what's important. You look at it as an investment, like what you're going to get from spending something, not what the amount of the spending is, like what's going to get you your results, right? And so that's the shift in the perspective. That's the shift in the perspective that is needed for this journey. And that's the difference between fear and love. And remember, the point of this journey is to have you come out of your fear-based energy into your love-based energy. And so I just wanted to point that out. I just wanted to give you that analogy because I really hope that helps for you. If you're going to, and I don't know anyone, any business person, any investor, any gambler, anyone that you tell them that 100% of the time they're going to get the results they want, wouldn't give you everything they own, wouldn't give you the shirt off their back, wouldn't go even borrow money and invest in it or do it to get the 100% of exactly the results that they want, right? And that's what you get with our Magnetize Your Twin Flame coaching program. 100% results. 100% of the people get the results. And so that's why we're so proud of it. That's why we do it. And the reason I know this, why we work, is because we have people come all the time from so many other people out there helping people in the twin flame journey that just haven't been able to get them results. They come from everyone, people who say the same stuff I say, people who out there who are trying all different other stuff, everything. There's one truth, guys, and it's not only just the words, it's the implementation. It's the resonance and the implementation, and that's how we roll. That's how my company rolls. That's how my coaches roll. And so, and we get results every single time. You will 100% get exactly what you want from your twin flame journey with us. And we are with you every single step of the way, side by side, personal coaching with you every single minute until you do get your desired results. So it's 100% guaranteed. And I just wanted to let you know that it would not be a cost to you. It is an investment. And as soon as you change that perspective, and not just with this, not just with us, that's fine, but with anything, like I said, go to the grocery store, go to food shopping, go see, is the healthier option more expensive, which whether or not that's ethical and they should be doing that, we don't know. That's a whole other thing for debate. Like why it should cost, more for less pesticides being used. I don't know. So pesticides cost, I don't know. But, it is what it is. And, like I said, anything worth having is worth the cost because it's not a cost. It's an investment. If it's worth it, it's an investment. And with anything in life. And so that's the mindset that you need to have. That's the perspective. It's a shift. It's an energetic shift. And yes, with other things like grocery shopping and food shopping and clothes shopping or whatever else you want, car shopping, house shopping, whatever, investing, you can do it through your mind. Yes. Okay. Pen and paper, yes, this is better. Yes, this costs more. This peach costs more, but it's healthier. Yes, this investment is a higher investment, but it has a higher rate of return. So, that makes more sense, stuff like that. Whereas, that's fine with everyday living. But with your twin flame, doing anything with your twin flame, regarding your twin flame, it has to be an energetic shift. it's a shift of energy, and then it's within, and it's a resonance. It's not through your mind. It's an energetic shift within you. That when you alchemize that fear-based energy within yourself regarding your twin flame and twin flame journey, you shift. And then with every even incremental shift, everything else in your life shifts. And that includes your mindset. So then you automatically wouldn't have to think like, oh, Elle says go to the store, and to not think that this is costing me money, but to know that this one, the organic one, is an investment. Yeah, you'll automatically just do that. Because guess what? That's also part of self-love. And shifting into love means you care about yourself and you have self-love. And so obviously eating healthier is loving yourself. And self-care, which that is a part of self-love, right? Do you see how it all ties in together? But it all begins with the shift. And that's what the gift of this journey is. I know it doesn't feel like a gift. I know when you're in the throes of it, believe me, I know. This feels like anything but a gift. It feels like torture, but believe me, it is a gift. It is, once you get past that and you can do it so quickly, so smoothly, you can shift into it so amazingly and so quickly. So I just wanted to throw that out there for you guys, and I really hope you're having an amazing summer. I personally just got back from 2 weeks in Greece. It was amazing. I've never been to Greece before, and it is like now my favorite country ever. I swear, if you ever go anywhere, go to Greece. Every single place you look is just beautiful and amazing, and the views are just phenomenal. Like it's like you couldn't make this shit up. It couldn't be like more of a movie set. It was just amazing. The people are beautiful. The food is amazing. I ate my way through there, drank my way through there. I gained like 4 pounds. But it's just an amazing, beautiful country. So I will totally going back there for sure. So anyway, thank you for watching. Click the link below the video if for all the ways we have to help you, and if you would like to invest in getting 100% results on your twin flame journey with us, then click the link to schedule a free clarity consultation, and we will see what we can do. Thanks for watching, guys. Have an amazing day and lots of love.